Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and today is the dramatic conclusion in more ways than one. Welcome to the 114th installment of Gem Farm Fix Max That Rush. Please do subscribe. Please do use code Galadon. Please also stick around all the way to the end of today's episode because that's all you will need to have all of the clues for the big Clash memorabilia giveaway. Over on kick.com/Galadon is where you need to be with the information that you have gleaned from episodes numbers 112, 113, and 114. And okay, now that was, yes, a very useless troop finishing an upgrade. And speaking of useless, I wanted to talk about this new UI, the user interface. Have you guys noticed how confusing it is when upgrading? Have any of you, besides myself, made mistakes while upgrading? The whole idea that you click on one thing and then that you have to confirm it on the next screen and you could actually change it. What I'm saying is you click on wall ring and then, well, it looks like, yeah, you can't actually use a wall ring because on the first screen you couldn't, but on that screen it looks like you can. It doesn't, well, okay. So it's confusing, and especially to people like myself, we get easily confused and turned around. This has been information that's passed on to Supercell, so hopefully they do something to change the user interface, but I find it super confusing, and if you do too, please let me know down in the comments. Now, before we get to the exciting giveaway stuff, we have the exciting stuff right here of finally maxing out my Royal Champion, getting her to level 40, using, of course, CWL medals and hammers. So the cooldown was gone, so we were able to use back-to-back hammers to get that Royal Champion all the way to level 40, and just one more box checked on max out the accounts before Town Hall 16 arrives. Now, of course, we pretty much knew that this would not be the hard part. The heroes, even the hero pets and the lab, they will all be easily completed. It's that wall grind. And it's not just the idea that I have a wall grind. I have 3 Town Hall 15s to farm, fix, gem. Well, okay, this was the only one that we were gemming, and I'm definitely not gemming walls because that is probably the worst feeling in all of Clash. Like, if there's anything that you could do that's more terrible than anything else when it comes to spending, i.e. wasting money in Clash of Clans. And I'm not saying that it's wasting money to buy the gold pass or to occasionally buy a package, but if you're gonna outright buy the walls with cash, that's just, it's the worst. It's just, yeah, you know it's disgusting. We all do. And of course, I'll admit to you right now, I've done it many times in those gem to max episodes. I'm left with no choice but to spend somewhere around $19 a wall. Hopefully for this Town Hall 16 upgrade, that won't happen because we're saving as many runes and as many wall rings and eventually CWL medals as we can. And it's going to be interesting to see just how far we can gem to max Town Hall 16 with the existing magic items. So here we go. We're ready to give away some awesome Clash merchandise, memorabilia. So you need to know a piece of information from episode 112, a piece of information from today's episode, and a piece of information from episode 113. Is that confusing enough for you? Okay, what is the information from today's episode? You need to know how many trophies did I lose today? All right? If you know how many trophies I lost, then you have all of the information because you take the gems I gained in episode 112, the walls left in episode 113, you add those two numbers together, you subtract the number of trophies I lost in today's episode, that will give you a 3-digit number. If you are the first to answer that question in the Kick live stream tonight, I will give you the prize.
Galadon, why? You didn't do your normal outro thingy. I'm confused. My whole world is turned upside down, topsy-turvy.